Welcome back, everyone, for another Washington Little Caps hockey game. Once again, coming to you from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, where the Little Caps are getting ready to start their second of two games this afternoon. Against the Caps will be wearing white in this game, and starting off on your left, the Knights will be wearing navy uniforms, and starting off on your right, right, getting ready to start off here for the Caps. We have Kai, Grayson, and Walker, along with Ellis and Duran on D, and starting in net for this game is Jackson Ickes. All right, folks, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear now or not. Yes? Okay. All right, trying again here with the sound. Not sure you guys can hear this time. Please let me know if you can. Now Liam looks to get it out to Harry. Harry sends it across for Peter. Peter carries it over the line. Peter working his way in, looks to drop it for someone, finds Jace, and Jace is tied up there. And now it comes back the other way as the Caps are making a change on D. It'll be broken up right at the blue line. And the Knights will have to reset. Now it's Peter looking to work it free. But taking it back here are the Knights. Behind the net, it's turned over, and now it's Declan who looks to regain possession. But it's loose there. Jack's doing well to take care of the side of the net there. Now it's Grayson who looks to work it out, and he tips it forward here into the zone. No icing. It's picked up by the Knights. They work it across the ice and now look to get it into the neutral zone. Back checking. Here are the Caps, but coming through are the Knights, and they put one in on the backhand with 9:31 to go here in the first. I've tried mute, non-mute, all of it. I've given up. All right, so we're back to center ice here for the face-off after that goal. It's Jax, Grayson, Walker, Kaylee, and Declan. Knights working around here. Now it's picked off by Jax, but comes back to Declan now in the high slot. Declan tries to get a shot through. Oh, and the turnaround rebound try there for Grayson goes off the side of the net. Great chance there for the Caps. Now it comes back to Kaylee. She swings it around for Grayson, and Grayson sends it in deep there. Comes back into the Caps end where Duran picks it up and leaves now for Ellis. Ellis sends to Kareem. Kareem looks to catch Xander. And now Xander comes through center ice. He has it taken off him there. And coming back here is Ellis. Right at the blue line. Caps look to jar it loose, and now it's sent into the zone. Chasing it here is Kareem, and he's going to try to get through and battle for it. Where is it? It's stopped there by the goaltender. Good effort there on the take by Kareem, but it's stopped there by the goalie. So we'll have a face-off now in the offensive zone. Xander now, Kareem, James, Duran, and Ellis still at the dot. Now it comes back to Ellis. And it's taken away here by the Knights, who look to come forward with it quickly. They drop it up high. Good takeaway there from Duran. Duran sends it across the ice. And now the Knights reset here. Sent into the zone here. Jackson plays it and covers it up there. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off. 1-0 to score here for Wilkes-Barre. Kai now along with Harry, Peter. Nobody can hear. It's something's wrong with the connection. Now behind the net, it's Liam who gets it to Theo. Theo chips it up the wall for Harry, who gets it to Kai. And Kai now look to work his way up the ice. He's got Peter with him. Kai looks to get the shot off. It comes off of a shin guard. And now Theo does well to keep that puck in. And Theo works his way into the zone. Oh, tries to pull the trigger, but he just is stick checked there at the last second. And now at the point, it's Harry who keeps it in. And now it comes out, and chasing it back now are the Caps. That should have been offside, but now in the slot, they look to jam it in. Where is it? It's covered up there by Jackson. So now we've got Jace, Walker, Grayson, Declan, and Kaylee. Off the draw, comes back behind the net. Kaylee will pick it up there in reverse for Declan. Declan now sends it forward for Jace. Jace carries it across neutral ice. Has it taken off from there, and now it comes back the other way. Sent towards the net, but wide. Declan will pick it up now and send it forward. Comes across the line, but it is sent out of play there. Max Hobbs makes the save there on the bench. All right, neutral zone face-off now. Same group out there. Wilkes-Barre gets a change in here. On the wall now, Walker plays it back to Kaylee, who gets it to Grayson, but comes back past him, and now looking to work it in are the Knights. They get a quick shot on, and now Kaylee gets it back up the wall to Grayson. The Caps will have an offensive zone face-off. Now we've got Jax, James, Kareem, Ellis, and Duran. Off the draw. Comes behind the net. Ellis pinching in there. Kareem looking to keep the puck moving the right way on the wall. Coming to help in is James. Now it's Ellis who has it. She sends it across to Jax. Jax looks to get it to Duran, but it comes loose here, and now it comes back the other way. And the Caps need to be careful here. Now it comes to Jax, and Jax looks to move it forward. A couple of Caps collide there. Thankfully, the puck was pinned up on the wall. Now it's Duran who has it. He sends it around the wall, and Kareem will pick it up there and flip it forward. But it stays in the zone for now, and now Ellis works it out to Duran across the ice. And now Duran sends it back for Jax, and it comes to Ellis. Ellis swings it back around for Jax, and now Jax will carry it forward and up the ice here. Jax working his way, gets it to James. James now gets it across the line and into the zone. Chasing it now on the forecheck is James, and it comes around to the wall. Ellis pinches in there, but it comes back the other way. And now coming in here are the Knights. Chasing them back are the Caps, and a penalty coming up here on the Caps as Jax will get called for a hook. Necessary penalty to take there as the Knights were coming in fast on goal. But now the Caps will be shorthanded. Time of the penalty, 2:26 to go here in the first period. Now at the point, they work it around, sending a shot towards the front, but it's broken up there. Now Harry has it, and Harry chugs forward here and gets it deep into the zone. Now swinging it across is Theo. He gets it to Liam. Liam chips it forward, but it stays in. And now the Caps have to be careful. Broken up there. Good stick from Peter. Now behind the zone, Peter does well to get that out. And the Knights reset here in their end. It comes back to Liam now, who chips it forward, and Liam wants to chase this. And they bring it in. Now Liam has it. He sends it towards the front. Peter couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now it's coming. So Peter will be sent to the box here for a trip. Xander now along with Declan and Ellis. Ellis picks it up here and has it behind the net. Now it's pinned up there by Declan, and the Caps would like to keep this puck from moving. Good battle there from Declan. Now it comes off the back of the net. Ellis has it, but it's picked up here by Wilkes-Barre. Now Ellis looks to guide it out, but it comes to the point, and the shot now comes in on Jackson. And now another shot blocked there by Ellis. Caps get a skater back. Now we're at 5-on-4. And the puck comes to the wall where Jax chases it now. Up high at the point. Shots broke down, but no call now. Now the Knights come back the other way. And it comes to Kaylee, who protects the puck and gets it to Declan. Declan now slows it up a little bit, gives it to Kaylee. Kaylee looks to get it out and give it to Xander. Xander now will get it in deep and chase that puck. About 10 seconds remaining now on the man advantage for Wilkes-Barre. Broken up there on the wall by James, and now it's picked up here by Liam. Liam begins to come forward with the puck. He wipes out there, and it's taken back by the Knights, but James works to create a turnover here. It comes to the wall where Karim keeps it in and gets it to Jace. Jace leaves there for Kaylee, who's going to work her way in. Now it's on James's stick, and James looks to get it back to Jace. Behind the net now. Now it's the Knights who pick it up, and we have a penalty called now for a high stick. So it looks like the Knights will go to the box here. 25 seconds to go, the time of the penalty. Caps will go to the power play. Caps look to set up possession here. Peter gets it to Liam. Liam looks to get it back to Kai. Now it comes back to Jax on the wall. Jax has it here. He gives to Kai. Kai swings for Liam. Liam back to Kai. Kai now gets it to Harry, but it's broken up there now on the wall. Wilkes-Barre would look to send it down the ice. They do. It comes in on Jackson right as the buzzer sounds. So after one, the score is 1 for the Knights, 0 for the Caps. Shots, it looks like maybe 8-5 or 6-5. It's a little bit hard to tell here with the scoreboard missing a number of working light bulbs. But that's the score after 1 minute and 3 seconds of carryover power play time for the Caps going into the second frame. All right, so back for the start of the second now. It's Karim, James, Jace, Grayson, and Ellis as the Caps start off this frame on the power play. Now James carries it into the zone. And now they get it in deep, and we'll look to set up. It's sent around the boards. Grayson will send this to Kareem below the goal line, and now it's sent up to the point. Ellis will slow it up there right at the blue line and get it across to James, who gets it to Grayson. Grayson will have a look here, and he sends a shot that just goes wide. Now chasing it is Ellis as that puck makes it all the way back, and Ellis will figure out where to dish it here. She gives to Jace, and Jace now sends it forward for James. It comes off his stick. Icing, though, will be the call here. And it comes back down now to the defensive zone for the Caps. 23 seconds remain on the power play opportunity. That's the draw. It's picked up by the Caps, who carry it forward. Ellis now gives to Grayson. Grayson brings it into the zone. Grayson leaves for Kareem and looking to pick it up here in the corner. And now it's back on Jace's stick, and Jace tries to flip it in over the goaltender, but it's stopped there. Now it's Jace who has it, and he looks to find James. And now it comes back the other way, and a dangerous play here as Wilkes-Barre's working their way in, and they bury one to take a 2-0 lead here with 12:47 to go in the second period. Got Kyle Walker, Peter, Liam, and Theo for this draw after that second night's goal. Let's chip it forward here. Below the goal line. Now it comes to Kai. Kai carries it into the zone. Now it comes back to Liam. Liam sends it towards the net, and it'll be picked up there by Peter. He's being pestered there on the wall. And now it is carried forward by Wilkes-Barre, and the puck comes out of play, so we'll have a whistle. Coming forward now with it are the Caps. Xander brings it in over the line. Xander looking to bring it towards the net. His shot there is high over the bar. And now coming back the other way are the Knights. They work their way in and send the shot towards the net. It's stopped there by Jackson, and James looks to get to it now. It's batted down by Kaylee, and now played over to James. Behind the net now, it's Declan. He gets it over to Kaylee. In the corner, Declan is turned over, though. Now they find a player in the high slot. The shot there is gloved down by Jackson. Controlled here in the zone by the Knights. They send it to the point. Now across to the other side. The shot there goes wide. Behind the net, it's Duran who looks to get it to Ellis. Ellis stops, has a look there, but it's picked off here by the Knights. Now it's Jax who gets it over to Grayson. Grayson to Ellis. So back to center ice, but quickly the Knights reset. Fight for possession now in the corner, and it's Walker who comes up with it. He gives to Grayson. Grayson carries over the line. Jackson to keep it away. Now it's Harry who tried to get it out, but it was kept in there by the Knights. Ellis now in the corner. And Duran working on it there. He's taken down, no call. Jax now carries it up the ice. Chasing it here is Walker. And it comes down the ice here, no icing. Jackson plays it there and leaves for Duran. He's in on Jackson, and it's saved there. Now Jace gets it towards Harry. Harry carries it up the ice and into the zone. Harry below the goal line looks to get it to someone, but it's taken off of him here. Now Peter has it below the goal line. Peter looking for a passing option. Peter still on the puck. Gets it up the wall here to Liam, and Liam chips it back down for Jace. Jace gets it to Peter. Now Jace gets it up, but it is taken back here by the Knights. And they begin working their way up the ice quickly. And the shot there is stopped by Jackson. Now it is Theo and Liam who work it free. And Liam gives it now to Jace. It comes to Peter. Peter looks to get it to Harry. Harry has it in the high slot and looks to work his way in towards the net. Still on it there is Harry. Tried to throw it towards the front. Now at the point it comes back to Theo. Theo swings it towards the front, and it's covered up there by the goaltender. Now it's James, Kai, Kareem, Liam, and Theo for this offensive zone faceoff. Oh, it's Theo who has it. Theo sends a shot towards the net. It's redirected there, but it's stopped by the goaltender. So we'll have another faceoff now. Caps trying to get the puck to the point here. And a shot on net through some traffic. Kai on the draw now, gets it back to Declan. Declan slides it forward, but it's broken up here. And now coming forward with it are the Knights again. And another goal here for the Knights. Third goal for the Knights comes at 9 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the second. All right, so now it is Walker, Xander, Grayson, Declan, and Caleb off the draw now. And Wilkes-Barre brings it in. Behind the net, tied up there is Declan and brought down. That is a hold, and nothing is called there. Kaylee now works the puck forward. At the point, it's Declan who sends it towards Grayson. Grayson on the backhand sends one towards the net, but it's gloved down there. Jax now along with Peter, Harry, Duran, and Ellis. Comes to the wall here, and behind the net now. It's moved forward by the Knights. Quickly they get it in deep, and they chase it here below the goal line. Nice work by Duran there. To Harry now, but it's turned over up high, and now from distance the shot on Jackson is gloved down, but behind the net they have it here. And now Harry battles for possession on the wall. Chips forward here for Peter, and Peter will chase it into the zone. Harry picks it up and tries to get it to the front. Jax runs into the referee there. Now it's Harry. Comes to Duran on the wall, but it's taken away from him now, and now it's the Knights who work their way into the zone. But it's taken away there by Jace, and he gives to Ellis. Ellis now sends it down the ice. It went off a skate there, and it's collected by the Knights. Loose in the slot, they jam at it. Now in the high slot, a shot there that's blocked by Kareem, and they run into each other at the line. Oh. Jace, James, Kareem now along with Liam and Theo. It comes back off the draw and up the wall here. It's picked up by Jace now. He gives it to James. James pushes it forward and battles there on the wall. Now it's Jace who has it. Jace has to work his way in. It comes back to Theo, and now Liam will chase it down the ice. Liam sends it across for Kareem, who slides it down off the wall, and icing will be the call here. Comes back to the point off the draw. Chipped in deep here by the Knights. Liam works on it there below the goal line and behind the net. It comes to Theo now. It gets it to Grayson. Grayson now sends it forward for Walker. Looks to catch Grayson. Now it comes to Kai, who carries it over the line. Kai now sends a shot towards the net. It's blocked on the way in and goes over the crossbar. Behind the net and around. Theo has it here, and he sends it over to Grayson. Grayson chips it forward and chases it into the zone. Looking to keep it in there is Kai, and now Theo looks to keep it in as well, but now it comes back the other way. And Liam working on a 2-on-1 as well there. Now it's Kai who has it, and Kai chips it forward for Walker. Team's making changes here, and Kai carries it in. Kai looking to send a shot on. That's gloved down there by the goaltender. Xander, now Peter, Harry, Kaylee, and Declan. Kaylee keeps it in and sends it across here, looking for Harry. Harry now works on it down low, sends it off the wall to Declan. Declan now working to pin it up there now. It's finally sent back in. Chasing it here is Harry. Harry looking to work his way in and get it into the net. Where is it? It's in the net. Oh, great play there by Harry, who's really done well with those power moves, cutting into the front. And he found a way to get that puck over the goaltender and into the net. So the Caps get one back here with about 2 minutes to go in the second period. And they cut the deficit now to 2. Xander, Peter, Harry, Duran, and Ellis now. Chipped in deep now, and chasing it are the Caps. Picked up here. And now on the outside, it's sent towards the front. Picked up by Duran now, who gets it to Peter on the wall. Peter now looks to catch Harry. And now it's sent up the ice for the Knights. Chasing it here is Duran. Duran sends to Peter. Peter now carries it forward into the zone. Peter looking to work around one and get it towards the front, and Peter, almost jammed it home there, but the net comes off. All right, so matching minors called here on that play with 2:21 to go here in the second period. Peter is sent to the box along with a Knights player. We play 5-on-5 hockey now. Jax, James, Kareem, Duran, and Ellis. All right, so now the puck is dropped here. It's one back to Ellis. Ellis sends it towards the net, but it's blocked up high. Kareem picks it up here and resets, gives back to Ellis here. And Ellis swings it around for Duran. Now it's deep in the zone, and they try to send it out. They do, and chasing it here is Duran. Puck is in the corner here. Behind the net, Ellis has it, and she sends it forward for James. James carries it up the ice now and gets it across the line, leaving for Jax there. Now Jax sends a shot off the goaltender and out of play, but we have a penalty called here as James is taken down. So the Caps will go to the power play here with 1 minute and 38 to go. The Caps power play now will have an opportunity to cut the deficit in half. Kareem, Jace, James, Grayson, and Ellis. Off the draw there, the Caps win it back. And now it is Ellis who gets to Grayson. Grayson walking in, sending a shot into the net for a second goal there. Power play goal with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. So the Caps make quick work of the man advantage and cut the deficit to a goal. So that was Grayson there from Ellis. What's that? Can you be filmed? Sure. A couple kids here who want to be on YouTube. All right. Now we're back to hockey. Off the draw, it's Xander who chips it into the zone, and chasing it here is Grayson. Now it comes to Walker, and carrying it forward here are the Knights. Liam doing work there to keep that out of the way. Now it comes in on Jackson, and Jackson had to make a save there as that fluttering puck was changing direction and dipping in towards the net, now behind the net. Comes to Theo. He sends it in deep. Harry chases it there. 45 remaining. And now Theo steers the puck to the wall and gives to Harry. Harry now pushes it forward. Carrying it up the ice. Harry now over the line. Stops. Makes a move. Harry looks to get it to the front. But it's broken up there and turned out. And now at the point, it's Liam who carries it forward. Below the goal line there, it's played to Xander, and now back out. Couple seconds here remaining at the end of the period. Theo sends it up to Kai. Kai has to get a quick shot on here, and he does, but it goes wide. And that is how the second period will end. So after 2 periods, it's 3 for the Knights and 2 for the Caps. What's that? What's the video going to be titled? It's probably going to be titled Wilkes-Barre Scranton versus Washington Little Caps. It's called Washington Little Caps 2013. Okay? Cool. Just some grandparents. All right. 11 subscribers? That's nice. All right, so back for the start of the third period now. 3-2 the score. Teams switch sides. Little Caps on the left in white and the Knights on the right in dark. Now it comes back to Declan, and he sends it across for Kaylee. Kaylee sends it up for Harry, and now they play it back, and comes into the slot here dangerously. Caps have to be careful with the puck. Now below the goal line, it comes to Declan, who sends it forward to Peter. Now Jax sends it forward for Peter, who gets it to Harry, but sent in deep here. Now it's picked up by Declan, who sends it forward for Peter. Peter looks to catch Harry, and Harry looks to make a move, working his way towards the net, but he's broken up there. Now it's Peter who's on it. Peter's shot is kicked to the side by the goaltender, but Peter keeps battling for that puck. He picks it up, throws it towards the front. Kaylee comes in and takes a whack at it, but it goes over the crossbar. Peter again battling for pucks below the goal line, creating all kinds of havoc down there. Now he comes to the wall where Kaylee keeps it in. And back below the goal line again, the Knights look to work it out, but it's Jax who keeps it in on the corner, along with Peter, who has it now on the forehand, tries to get it towards the front, but it's broken up there. And now on the wall, it's coming out, and coming back here with it now are the Knights, and trying to get back here are the Caps, and a good save there by Jackson. Now it comes to the wall where Peter just chips this down the ice. No icing here. The Caps need to get this change in, and a good play there from the goaltender to work this puck up the ice. Now coming forward with it is Ellis. Ellis chips it forward for Kaneem, and Kaneem will look to chase this into the zone along the wall now. Comes to Kai, and now it is kept in. James gives to Kai. Kai now has it. He sends it across the ice, but it comes back the other way. And now chasing it here are the Caps. And now a penalty will be called on the Caps. Time of the penalty, 12:22 here in the third period. Kai sent to the box for the hook. Caps go back to the kill. Xander, Jace, Theo, and Liam to start this penalty kill. Off the draw, the shot comes in on Jackson, and the rebound is quickly put in by the Knights, who find a fourth goal with 12:17 to go. The shot came in quickly after the draw. Jackson made the initial save, but a Knights player was sitting on the back door and put it into an empty net. Caps now trail by 2. So Jax now, along with Harry and Peter, Theo, and Liam. It comes back to Liam. Now it's chipped forward here. Taken back by the Knights. They send it in. And on the wall now, it's Peter who looks to send it forward for Harry. Now it comes back to Theo. Theo plays it up off the wall to Jax. Jax has it taken from him there. Now working their way in are the Knights. A shot there, stopped by Jackson. Now it's Liam that gets it to Peter. Peter carrying it in. But now it comes back out over the line. Still battling for it there is Peter. Declan now sends it across to Kaylee, who chips it down the ice. Across the ice now it comes. Declan will chase it here. And it's Kaylee who will pick it up. He gives to Walker. Now Declan picks it up again and carries it in over the line. Declan looks to find Kai. Declan now below the goal line gives to Kai. Kai looks to dangle in, and it's taken away there by the Knights. Now they work their way back up, and Grayson looking to keep his guy to the outside here. Now it's Kai who picks it up and carries it forward. Comes as far as the blue line where it's sent back now. Picking it up the wall again is Kai. Now it comes back to Kaylee. Kaylee sends it up to Grayson. Grayson chips it into the zone towards the net where the goaltender will play it to the wall. And coming back for it here is Jace. Jace now carries it into the zone. Jace working his way towards the net. Jace trying to slide it in. It's turned away there, and now in the corner they battle for it. Comes to the opposite side. James pressing there, but it's sent down the ice. Ellis will chase it. Some pressure coming in here on the forecheck for Ellis. Now behind the net, it's Jace who chips it off the glass. Now it's on Ellis' stick. She looks to find Kareem. And he slides it down the ice. No icing here. Chasing it down is James. And James looks to send it up. And it's kept in the zone by Jace. Jace gets it to James. James is knocked down there. No call. But now it comes back the other way. Now it comes to Duran on the wall. Duran carries it forward. Now it's on James' stick. James looks to dangle in. Still fighting for it there. Comes to Ellis at the point. And it's dropped there for Kareem, but he has it taken from him. Now on the wall, they look to send it out. Comes back to Duran, and now they come the other way. Good block there from Ellis. Now Ellis has it here, and she gets it over to Harry. Harry sends it for Xander. Continuing to battle for it there is Harry, who works it into the zone. Harry takes it towards the net, looks to chip another one in, but it's stopped there by the goaltender. Strong take to the net there again by Harry, but it is stopped by the Knights goaltender. 7:54 to go here in the third. Xander, Harry, Peter, Theo, and Liam. Turnaround try there for Xander. Goes wide. Behind the net now, it's Xander again looking to pick this puck up. Battling for it now is Peter. Comes to the wall. Now it's sent in, trying to get control of it. There are the Caps, but it comes out, and it is the Knights who bring it in, chipping it in deep there. Now it comes to Harry, who sends it forward for Peter. Peter chips it forward. And it's controlled here by the Knights. Now the Knights look to come in with some speed, but they're slowed up by Peter there. Now towards the front. Good stick lift there from Peter. Body's going down all over the place. Now it's Xander who looks to get it up to Peter. He chips it out of the zone, and the Caps to make a change here. Sent in deep. Theo plays it up the wall, but it's sent off of Jax's face there. And now it is Walker who looks to move it up the wall. Comes here to Jax, who sends it across for Theo. Theo now skates forward with the puck and carries it in over the line, sending it in. Chasing it now is Declan back into his end. Icing would be the call here, but Jackson plays it now and gives to Declan. Back around the net it comes for Walker now in the opposite corner. He sends it back around for Declan. And now towards the front it comes for Jax. Jax now carries it forward. Jax carries it up the ice, down the wall now. But it's taken now away by the Knights, and they begin working their way up. Behind the net now, Declan will chase it. On the wall, it's picked up by Grayson here. He chips it forward and will chase it down the ice. It comes out and on to Kai's stick. Kai gets it to Kaylee. Kaylee back to Grayson. Grayson sends it from distance towards the net. It takes a hop there. It is stopped by the goaltender. Now chipped forward by the Knights, and it'll be picked up by Kareem here. And Kareem will work his way towards the net, and he tucks one in there on a nice move to find a third goal for the Caps with 5 minutes to go here in the third period. So a good finish there from Kareem, and they cut the deficit now to a goal with 5 minutes to go here. So now it's Jace, Peter, Kareem, Kaylee, and Declan, and carrying it forward here are the Caps, but now it comes back to Kareem, who chips it in, and they chase it now behind the net. It's off the glass and kept in for the moment by Jace, but now it comes over the line. And now it comes to Declan. Declan gives to Kaylee. Kaylee now chips it in, and now behind the net, the Knights look to send it out. Kaylee keeps it in there on the wall, but now the Knights look to get it out. It comes as far as Declan, who at the blue line keeps it in, looks to get it to Peter. Now net's empty for the Caps. Extra attacker is on, and Kareem looked to scoop that puck up, but they couldn't quite get control of it. Now Jace has it. He gets it back to Kaylee. Kaylee back to Jace. Jace now circling, looks to find Harry. Harry sends a shot into the net to tie the game up with under 3 minutes to go. A great effort there from the Caps with the goaltender pulled and the extra attacker on. And the pass there from the wall by Jace found Harry in the slot. And Harry makes no mistake putting that puck past the goaltender with just under 3 minutes to go here to tie this game up.
Go, get it back, get it back.
Jacks now, Grayson and James with Ellis and Duran. It comes back for Ellis here. Sends it back around for Duran. Duran sends it up the wall to James. James looks to flip it out on the backhand. Now it is slowed up on the blue line. That's got to be careful with this puck. Taken down there on the wall is James. He keeps battling for it though. Now it comes out for Ellis. Ellis comes forward with the puck. Ellis leaves for Jacks. Jacks sends a shot towards the net that is blockered away by the goaltender and into the netting above the glass. So we will have a stoppage and an offensive zone face-off. I'm sorry for the very slow connection here, folks. Not much we can do about it. I know you're quite behind. Now it is Kai who gets it to Harry, and Harry sends a shot on the backhand. It's stopped there by the goaltender. On the wall now, they battle for it. Good work there from Peter. He gets it back to Harry. Harry resets here. He finds Kai. Working to get it in. Kai continuing to move his feet there. Looking to dangle in. It's loose in the high slot. Now it comes back to Liam. And Liam sends a shot towards the net. And he puts it in under the bar. Liam with the go-ahead goal. With 2:37 to go. The Caps take the lead for the first time in this game. On a crazy goal there as it was sitting in the top of the crease for a moment and no one could quite find it. Then it squirted back to the high slot where Liam wound up and sent one into the net past the goaltender for the go-ahead goal here with 2:37 to go in the third period. Xander now with Grayson and Walker. Declan plays it back to Kaylee, who gives to Walker. Walker back to Kaylee. Kaylee up to Grayson. Grayson sends it in deep, and now it's Xander who has it, and he looks to find Walker in front. They keep battling for it, but it's taken back there. And now it's on Grayson's stick. Grayson slowing it up there on the blue line, doing well to make sure that that puck stays on the Caps half, on the Knights half of the ice. Now it comes back to Declan. He does well there at the point to keep it in. Under 2 to go here. And now it's Kareem who chips it forward, but it goes out of play.